If you're over 60, you need to stop scrolling and listen to me, because what I'm about to say might just change the rest of your life. You've been lied to. We all have. We've been told that weakness, fatigue, and slow movement are just part of getting older. That aching joints, shrinking muscles, and that constant tiredness are normal. But I'm here today, as a medical professional, to tell you the truth. It's not normal. It's not natural, and it is not irreversible. I'm breaking every rule by saying this, but I don't care anymore, because what I've seen happening to seniors is a silent epidemic, and it can end today. Let me take you back a few years. I had a patient, 74 years old, retired military, strong in the past, but now, he could barely stand without help. He looked me in the eye and said, "Doc, I feel like I'm fading away." He had tried everything: physical therapy, protein shakes, endless medications. Nothing worked. Then one day, we changed one thing. Not a pill, not a surgery, just one common food, something he used to eat as a child but forgot about. What happened next, I almost couldn't believe it. Within 2 weeks, he was standing taller. Within a month, walking better. And after 3 months, he hugged me, lifted my grandkid off the ground, and cried. Tears of strength. Tears of joy. And the ingredient that changed his life? You probably have it in your kitchen right now. Why? Because it's natural, because it's powerful, because it works, and because it's cheap, which makes it a threat to the billion-dollar drug industry. You see, aging causes something called sarcopenia, the gradual loss of muscle mass. But what no one tells you is that sarcopenia is not a life sentence. It's not even a disease. It's a symptom of deficiency. A deficiency that this one food can fix. I'm going to name it shortly, but first, let's talk about what happens when your body gets it. Muscles start rebuilding, strength returns, balance improves, joints move more freely, your immune system kicks back in, brain fog lifts, even your mood stabilizes. All from this one overlooked ingredient. Now let's expose the truth. This food contains a rare combination of essential amino acids, omega-3 fatty acids, and a nutrient called leucine, which is the single most powerful activator of muscle protein synthesis in seniors. You need this. But guess what? Most senior diets are severely lacking in leucine. And guess what happens when you're deficient? Your muscles break down faster than they can repair. Now, imagine this. The average American senior loses 1–2% of muscle mass every year after 60. That means by 75, many have lost up to 25% of their strength. That's why the simple act of standing, walking, or carrying groceries starts feeling like a marathon. But what if I told you it doesn't have to be that way? What if I told you there's a food so rich in bioavailable leucine, essential fats, and anti-inflammatory compounds that it could help you gain back muscle, even in your 70, 80, or beyond? The food I'm talking about is sardines. Yes, those tiny little fish in the can, the ones your grandparents used to eat, the ones you've probably ignored for decades. They are a nutritional powerhouse, loaded with protein, omega-3s, vitamin D, calcium, and most importantly, leucine. I've seen seniors go from needing walkers to walking independently. I've seen women in their 80s dancing again. I've seen men in their 70s lifting grandkids with tears in their eyes. And all of it started with a change in diet. Just 3–4 servings of sardines per week. You don't need expensive supplements, you don't need fancy powders. You need real food, and yet, no one is talking about it. Why? Because there's no profit in sardines. Big Pharma doesn't want seniors regaining their strength. They want you dependent on pills, on doctors, on devices. But I'm here to tell you, you can fight back. And sardines provide that nourishment in a way that no drug ever will. Now, let's dive into the science. Researchers in Japan conducted a study on elderly adults who consumed omega-3 rich foods, like sardines, daily. The results? Improved grip strength, better balance, reduced inflammation, and slower cognitive decline. Another study from Europe found that older adults who ate just 2 servings of sardines per week had better muscle function and bone density than those who didn't. And a clinical nutrition journal published findings that sardines could help reduce frailty scores in seniors, a measure of how much strength, weight, and independence you lose with age. So let me ask you this. Would you rather keep feeling weak, tired, and dependent, or would you rather make one small change and take back control of your health, your strength, your life? Because you deserve more. You deserve to wake up with energy. You deserve to walk without fear. You deserve to live without limits. And it starts with the food you choose. Now, I know what you're thinking. Doc, sardines? Really? I haven't touched those since I was a kid. Trust me, I've heard it before. The smell, the texture. It can take some getting used to. But the benefits? They are life-changing. Here's how to get started. Choose wild-caught, sustainably sourced sardines in olive oil or water. Eat them 3-4 times a week, in salads, on toast, with crackers, or even blended into a healthy dip. Pair them with leafy greens, citrus fruits, and a walk outside for a full-body reset. Watch your strength come back. Watch your energy rise. Watch your confidence return. Don't wait, because the longer you wait, the more your muscles shrink, the more your strength fades, the harder it becomes to recover. But the good news? You can start today. This isn't just about sardines. It's about reclaiming your power, your ability to move, to lift, to live. So many seniors suffer silently, trapped in their homes, afraid of falling, afraid of declining, afraid of what's next. But not you. Not anymore. Because now you know the truth. You are not powerless. You are not broken. You are not done. And if no one else is going to fight for your strength, then let me be the one who does. Start today. Open that can, take the first bite, and feel the comeback begin. Because your body remembers how to be strong, it's just been waiting for the fuel, and now you have it.